In 2011, Anthony Garcia was convicted of first-degree murder for a 2004 shooting at a liquor store in Pico Rivera. Garcia had avoided arrest for 4 years until he was picked up by police for driving with a suspended license in 2008. Because Garcia appeared to be an active member of the Rivera 13 gang, police snapped pictures of his tattoos along with his mugshot. Detective Sergeant Kevin Lloyd was looking through pictures of his tattoos when he discovered one of the tattoos depicted Garcia gunning down John Juarez in the liquor store from 2004. The tattoo was so accurate that the cop called it a crime scene sketch and a confession. Garcia's tattoo artist even matched the trajectory of the bullets. Garcia was eventually sentenced to 65 years to life in prison. Koko the gorilla met Robin Williams in 2001, and he made her smile for the first time in over 6 months. When Williams died in 2014, Koko overheard the news and signed the word "cry." Nomi Rodriguez vanished after leaving her job at McDonald's in 2016. Despite texting about her safe return, she entered an SUV seen on CCTV. Months later, her skeletal remains were found near a canal. The mysterious homicide case lacked clues, leaving the cause and timeline of her death unresolved. In 1978, an Indian man traveled from India to Sweden on a bicycle to reunite with a woman he met while she was on vacation in India. Traveling through 8 different countries, the trip took him a total of 4 months. To date, the couple is still happily married in Sweden. On August 25, 2010, a small plane crashed on a routine trip across the Congo. Only one person survived the crash to tell his unbelievable story. Apparently, a fellow passenger had smuggled a live crocodile onto the flight in his luggage, and when the crocodile escaped, the loose reptile caused a panic. Crew and passengers stampeded to the front of the airplane, dangerously shifting the plane's weight and throwing it off balance, leading to the fatal crash. The crocodile reportedly survived the crash, but was killed with machetes by rescuers sifting through the plane's wreckage. This picture shows a father fainting when he sees his triplets for the first time, as ultrasound technology had not yet been developed, making their birth a surprise in 1946. This is Harvey Ross Ball, the inventor of the Smiley Face. He was hired by an insurance company in 1963 to create a morale-boosting icon for its employees. He whipped up a yellow and black smiley face with a wide, dimpled grin. He was paid $1.45 for his 10 minutes of work. In 2014, Conrad Roy III was found dead of carbon monoxide poisoning. Investigators later discovered a series of text messages from then 17-year-old Michelle Carter encouraging him to take his own life. The mysterious cave in Thailand, known as Tam Phaya Nak or Snake Mountain Cave, captivates with its serpent-like rock formations resembling a petrified snake. The winding chambers and sculpted stalactites create an awe-inspiring natural wonder, inviting adventurers to explore its serpentine beauty. In 2003, Juan Catalan spent nearly 6 months in jail for the murder of a teenage girl until his lawyer found unused footage from HBO's TV show Curb Your Enthusiasm. The footage proved that Catalan had been at a Dodgers game with his 6-year-old daughter at the time of the murder. The show just happened to be filming in his section that same day. In January 2024, Pennsylvania man Justin Moan, age 32, offed his father and posts his head on YouTube. The video was posted for a couple hours and had almost over 5,000 views before it was removed by YouTube. He appeared reading a script as he railed about the government. The YouTube video was about 14 minutes long. He referred himself as a militia leader and called his father a traitor to the country for being a federal employee for 20 years. When police arrived at Moan's house at 7:06 p.m. on January 30th, 2024, 68-year-old Michael Moan was found dead in the first-floor bathroom. Justin Moan was charged with first-degree murder, abuse of a corpse, and possessing an instrument of crime in connection to the death of his father. Olivia Farnsworth, a girl living in the UK, has chromosome 6 deletion, making her immune to pain, hunger, and fatigue. With less than 100 cases globally, she's unique in displaying all symptoms. A 2016 accident, where she was hit by a car, revealed her extraordinary resilience as she emerged unscathed due to her inability to feel fear or pain. This is a letter from a trapped coal miner saying goodbye to his wife in 1902. It says, "Ellen, darling, goodbye for us both. Albert said the Lord has saved him. We are all praying for air to support us, but it is getting so bad without any air. Ellen, I want you to live right and come to heaven. Raise the children the best you can. Oh, how I wish to be with you. Goodbye. Bury me and Albert in the same grave by little Eddie. Goodbye, Ellen. Goodbye, Lily. Goodbye, Jemmy. Goodbye, Horace. We are together. Is 25 minutes after 2. There is a few of us alive yet. Jake and Albert. Oh God, for one more breath. Ellen, remember me as long as you live. Goodbye, darling." Cynthia Vigil, in 1999, escaped from a horrifying ordeal with David Parker Ray, a notorious kidnapper and torturer. Ray's toy box in New Mexico was a chamber of torture where victims endured unspeakable acts. Vigil managed to flee, providing crucial details that led to Ray's arrest. His conviction brought justice for multiple victims subjected to unimaginable cruelty. Dr. Paolo Macchiarini is an Italian surgeon known for pioneering regenerative medicine. However, his career faced controversy due to ethical concerns and allegations of scientific misconduct related to his work on synthetic windpipes. In 2018, he was found guilty of misconduct by a Swedish court. On October 18, 2017, father of 4, Kenneth White was killed when a 6-pound rock thrown by a group of teens had smashed through the windshield of the van he was driving on I-75 near Flint, Michigan. Kyle Anger, who threw the rock, served only 3 years and was released in 2021. In 2014, a Russian man, Sergei Grigoriev, adopted a bear cub and raised it like his child. 4 years later, after years of bonding, the bear rejected its daily food and proceeded to eat Sergei instead. When the police arrived, all that remained of Sergei was a pile of bones. The very last image of Michael Lemaitre, who disappeared without a trace while competing in the 2012 Mount Marathon race in Alaska. During the race, the weather was terrible. It was rainy, foggy, and conditions were not ideal. He was last seen by race officials near the summit, but he never returned down the mountain. In late 2012, he was declared legally dead through a court proceeding called a presumed death trial. Despite extensive searches, his remains have never been located, and what exactly happened to Michael remains a mystery. In 2002, Jason Paget was brutally beaten outside a karaoke bar, resulting in a brain concussion and a severe case of PTSD. But this may have actually been the best thing that happened to him because he now has acquired savant syndrome. Savant syndrome is a condition in which a person demonstrates profound and remarkable knowledge after suffering a physical or psychological trauma. Jason began to see complex mathematical shapes everywhere he looked. He noticed that he could clearly perceive lines and curves in the running water that he washed in and the rays of sunlight that came through his windows. He began to see the world in terms of mathematical formulae that appeared as physical shapes in his brain. Savant skills are usually found in one or more of 5 major areas: art, musical abilities, calendar calculation, mathematics, and spatial skills. Johnny Eck, born in 1911, was an American performer known as the Half-Boy. Born with sacral agenesis, he had a truncated torso with no lower limbs. Despite his physical challenges, Eck became a sideshow sensation in the 1930s, showcasing his agility and charisma. He starred in the 1932 film Freaks and had a successful career as a magician and artist, defying societal expectations. Johnny X's legacy endures as an inspirational figure in the history of entertainment and disability representation.